Welcome to CCL book series. 3 steps to a perfect year and 3 experiential levels you are promised in a perfect year. Series 2. Allow transformation. It is good to be in control and to learn how to take responsibilities. Letting God means you are making a conscious decision to submit to His teaching, His principles, and His will. Submission is letting go of your own will and allowing someone else's to be done, which in this case is to transform you into a new person. How is this transformation possible? You may ask. By the renewing of your mind. Let God transform you into a new person. So it was when he had turned his back to go from Samuel that God gave him another heart, and all those signs came to pass that day. When they came there to the hill, there was a group of prophets to meet him. Then the Spirit of God came upon him, and he prophesied among them. And it happened when all who knew him formerly saw that he indeed prophesied among the prophets, that the people said to one another, "What is this that has come upon the son of Kish? Is Saul also among the prophets?" Then a man from there answered and said, "But who is their father?" Therefore it became a proverb. Is Saul also among the prophets? 1 Samuel 10, 9-12. The question is where and how does the transformation take place? The answer is in the next sentence. By changing the way you think. Romans 12:2. Earlier in the passage, we are told of Saul's search for his father's lost donkey with a father's servant. The servant to Saul's father gave what he had in his hand when he met with the prophet while searching for his master's donkey. They submitted what was in his hand to find what was missing. They exchanged what they had to find what was missing. They surrendered what they had kept for what they are looking for. And they received what they had desired to hear before they met the prophet Samuel. Saul saw beyond the donkey in this one encounter. He entered into a different experience that year. Remember the coin they had gave them the courage to go ahead to see the prophet. And not only did Saul heard the donkey had been seen, he also saw his coronation as the commander of Israel. This was a totally new level for Saul and his family that year. Although what he did while he was on the throne is a discussion for another day. Prophet Samuel saw something better for Saul than the lost donkey he was looking for. But the servant's coin they are willing to surrender gave him the opportunity to press forward to see the prophet. The prophet saw something bigger and better than the donkey problem that brought Saul into his presence. The problem that makes you continue looking and searching may be leading you into something bigger and better. So it was when he had turned his back to go from Samuel that God gave him another heart. And all those signs came to pass that day. 1 Samuel 10:9. We can see clearly that the transformation of a person happens first in the heart. The person's heart influences their thoughts. Similarly, we can say that a person's heart influences their mind. Certainly, we can conclude that a person's heart influences their year. Transformation happens in the thinking. It is first a mental and internal transformation before the physical outward and external revelation. This is the reason God is requesting for your conscious submission of your will, that He can successfully take you through the process, working on the way you think while transforming you into a new person by changing the way you think. Transformative change first starts in your thoughts. For as he thinks in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. Proverbs 23:7. Clearly, there is a strong connection between your thoughts and your heart. In fact, verse 7 shows us that thinking actually takes place in the heart. King Solomon clearly breaks the process down. He first thinks it in his heart, then he says it with his mouth, eat and drink, but his heart is not with you. It is easy to see why you are encouraged to have the mind of Christ, because it is out of the abundance of the heart that the mouth speaks. Brood of vipers, how can you, being evil, speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. Matthew 12:34. For the new year to be truly new, it has to be with a new way of thinking. In Dr. Tunde Bakari's word, there can't be a new year if there is no new you. The payoff line for a manufacturing company says, good thinking, good product. You offspring of vipers, how can you speak good things when you are evil, wicked? For out of the fullness, the overflow, the superabundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Matthew 12:34. In Proverbs 4:23, New King James Version says, keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it springs the issues of life. Proverbs 4:23 says, keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Above all, keep your heart with all vigilance, and above all that you guard, for out of it flow the springs of life. Proverbs 4:23, Amplified Bible Classic Edition. Your heart is more powerful than you can imagine. Submit your mind to Christ and receive His mind, and you will experience a new and a progressive year. Thanks for watching. If you have got value in this video and you would like to see the next upload, kindly subscribe and press the notification button. Till next time, it's time to give life your best shots.